your approach to this whole issue of sustainable tourism and ensuring that you have the right investments is to ensure that people, communities, as well as the workers in the tourism sector are champions of everything you do in sustainable tourism. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have that kind of conflict that the Minister of Jordan has just raised.
Well, first of all, it's nice to see all of you face to face after close to 3 years. With talking about sustainable tourism, I have to mention that the Philippines was actually a lead when it came to promoting sustainable tourism. We actually closed Boracay, our most popular tourist destination, for 6 months. It was closed, and because the president wanted to implement environmental laws. And very important is to mention that tourism is actually everybody's business. It is about human capital. In the Philippines, tourism is 12.8% of our country's GDP, and it employs about 5.7 million people, 13.5% of our total workforce. So we make sure that we rely heavily on human interaction and banks on the hospitality of the community and the warmth and competent service of its competent workers. When the pandemic hit, of course, not only in the Philippines but all over the world, tourism was the hardest hit. So we recognize the importance of our tourism workers, not only in the safe resumption of travel, but more importantly on their role to championing sustainable tourism practices across the sector. With this, in fact, we are making sure that our tourism workers are vaccinated 100%. In Boracay alone, we have already vaccinated about 91% of our tourism workers. And all over the country, we've already vaccinated close to 70%. So we want to make sure that when we finally reopen to tourism outside, when we accept tourists, we want to make sure that we not only accept fully vaccinated individuals, but we have to make sure that our tourism workers are vaccinated so that they are safe. As we continue to reopen our destinations for the local market, we also acknowledge the pivotal role of the community in pursuing sustainability, especially that it is not their vacation spot that is at stake, but rather their own homes, livelihoods, and of course, dreams. As more and more communities, I'm sure not only in the Philippines but across the globe, take up the responsibility of educating themselves and equipping themselves the skills and knowledge needed to successfully operate tourism as a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient industry. With this in mind, we've actually shifted to already high value, low impact, low density travel that offers more meaningful and immersive experiences between a tourist and the local communities. We continue to empower our rural communities and work hand in hand with the different local government units so that they are equipped to develop and manage their tourism sites, whether they be for farm tourism sites or other community-based ecotourism products. These approaches will ensure growth and sustainability so that more people, including the future generation, will get to enjoy the fruits of tourism.
And you're finding that the investment in the country and also from abroad is in tandem with
It's in tandem.
It is, it's what you're doing. Thank you so much indeed. Let's go then to